Hi guys, today I'm at the HTO trade show for 2024. I'm joined today by Jake. He's one of the pro staff at HTO. He knows more about lure fishing I think I'll ever know in my lifetime. I like to dabble in quite a lot of bass fishing, do a bit of pike fishing here and there, but Jake is absolutely obsessed with it. So he's going to take us through some of the key new products for this year. We're going to start off firstly with some of the new lures here. So Jake, over to you. Do you want to take us into the brand new Sad Shad?
Okay, Sad Shad. This is primarily used for offshore work, so when you're wrecking and generally hunting bass. The beauty of this is that it's a shorter bait with quite a large, thick profile, a neutral buoyant body. And the idea behind this, apart from having a great tail action and a good bit of belly roll, is that you get less drag with this body than you would do with a longer body. So it makes it ideal for using in places where there's a lot faster tides, means you can get it down to the fish and work it a lot easier than a longer lure.
Yeah, when I first saw this lure, I was thinking, you know what, drift fishing off the east coast where
exactly,
you know, you're dropping down a 15-inch spreader boom and having one of these, you'll be able to, this lure will work better in the stronger tides.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited to get out maybe later in the summer targeting some decent cod. It will work obviously for bass in different situations, but I'm really excited to see this.
Yeah.
Roughly about 6 weeks till before they're out. They are $5.99. They come in single packets. These sizes are 60 and 30 grams. Again, the single packets about $5.99. The next lure in the range we're looking at is something that looks incredibly sexy in this colour. I'll put it on to Jake, he'll be able to tell you the more information about it.
So this is the HTO eels. This is our classic sand eel profile paddle tail bait. They come ready rigged in the clamshell packaging, which means that you get no kink tails. It's ready to rock and roll straight out of the box. It's got a brilliant action on it as well. Just any fish that eats sand eels loves to have a go at this, and it's been a really successful lure. Comes in a range of sizes, so from 12 gram all the way up to just about 30 gram. I think it's 28 gram. Yeah. And from, what's the sizes? So from 80 millimeters up to the big old 14 centimeter, 140 mil.
Yeah.
But classic bait, beautiful finish on it, good durable soft plastic, and
they're going to be absolute winners.
Yeah,
they're going to be.
Love it. They love it. Anything that eats sand eels.
Yeah. So obviously Jake's gone through the sizes there. These as well, which is something to keep an eye on. These are premium lures. These single packets, but $2.99. I mean, they're almost throw away. Use them, catch a fish, get another one out. They are unbelievably cheap, but you're retaining such good quality that the hook's superb. The detail on the jig heads is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And obviously the actions you can see with the one that Jake was holding, they're going to have wonderful paddle actions, paddle tail actions, so you can slowly bounce it along. You can have a fast retrieve. They're going to be absolutely deadly. Yeah. Again, about 6 weeks these are going to be on the market. And finally, in the soft lure department, it's probably what I've been most excited about that I've seen at the show so far, is this brand new little bad boy here. So, over to you, Jake.
Now, I'm really excited about this. This is our HTO Pathfinder soft lure. Now, we do a range of metal lures, and I'll show you one of those in a minute, but this is our soft lure version of it. And this has been designed by ourselves, painstakingly designed, and it's got some really good features. One of the features to do with the actual plastic, apart from it being a good durable yet soft plastic, is the fact that it has glow-in-the-dark glitter in it, which is blue glitter, I believe. But it's something that we haven't come across anywhere else, so we decided to add it, and it just adds a little touch of something extra to it. It comes in 12 gram at the moment, and it's just a fantastic sand eel imitation, and it has quite a nice wide profile as well, so any fish underneath it's going to stick out. and comes in the same range of colours as the Pathfinder metal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it.
Yeah, the coloration on these lures, obviously, you've got the pearl one there, the pearl glitter. But if you just look at these, we can go quite close to them. The quality involved in the coloration on these and the detail on the heads, they're an absolute win-win. These are going to catch bass in any situation. Even if you were pollock fishing, you could fish. I think even some decent wrasse will take these if you slowly pass them in. Again, 6 weeks. These are $2.99 again. One in a packet. I mean, what you're getting for $2.99 is almost unrivaled for the quality you're going to get on against anything else in the market. So we'll hang these up and we'll continue along with some other products in the range. So if you follow us, we'll come around here. So next is probably where the first rods that HTO ever made with the Rockfish rods. They were loved by everybody. They offer exceptional value, and they've been really. This year they've redesigned them top to bottom, and they're designed obviously the lighter end of the market. So these rods, you can use these for obviously LRF fishing in the sea, but you can also cross-purpose these across to light work in freshwater environments, whether it's perch, small jack pike, trout. Obviously you know a lot more than me about these rods, so I'm going to pass you on to them. I absolutely love the look of these rods.
Well, you're in good company because I love them too. The Rockfish range of rods was something that really spawned LRF in the UK.
Yeah.
And then when people started using them in the sea, they then discovered, well, actually they work really well for light lure fishing in canals and, for trout and stuff. I mean, they've been redesigned. They've now, I can't believe how good they actually look. And aside from the looks, they perform exactly to the casting weights that are on here. They're just an incredible rods for the price that they are.
You can't believe that rod in your hands has got a selling price of $39.99.
Yeah.
Just look at the detail on these rods. The quality fittings on them, and everything moves right, everything feels right. Lovely EVA grips, and just the finish of the rods, absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
Quality, outstanding rings as well.
Yeah.
You're not going to go wrong. So whether you're just targeting small wrasse off the shore, obviously all the other micro species available around the UK coastline, or if you go down the canal, this rod down the canal, it's got such a sensitive tip. You can move those 1-2 gram jig heads, just bouncing them slowly behind canal boats, or just slowly across the bottom.
Yeah.
They're going to be ideal, aren't they?
Brilliant, and they also come with, so we've got the solid tip version and the tube tip version, and they really offer everything you need in an everyday LRF rod or everyday ultralight rod for the perch and canals and still waters and rivers, and they look great.
Yeah. They've also, just while we're in front of the rods, they've also brought out a brand new Rockfish 8-strand braid in the right sizes, 6 to 16 pound. The braid itself is very light to touch, very, very smooth.
Super smooth.
Where is it? There we go. You'll be able to, although it's thin, obviously because of the colour they've picked, you'll be able to see this and making sure that the line's tight when you're lure fishing, so you're getting all that movement you're putting through the rod is going directly to the lure.
Yeah, it helps you track the lure as well as you're working it.
Yeah. There's a $12.99 as well, I think. Yeah. So
So
8-strand braid, $12.99.
Accessible. It's accessible 8-strand braid, and it's top quality. It's really, really, really good.
Yeah. And also a matching fluorocarbon in the lighter sizes as well. Which is quite it's what you want with a fluorocarbon of this. It's stiff, but it's soft enough as well.
Yeah.
So you're getting that movement directly to the lure still. Sometimes when they're really, really stiff fluorocarbons, you do slightly reduce what you're putting into the lure. But with these, brilliant.
And also really easy for you you can instantly see, I want a leader, I want an 8-pound leader, bang, it's on the packet, and it's from from 5 up to 10 pounds. So
Yeah.
everything you need, really.
Brilliant. Right, we're going to move on. We've got a few more products left. The next one is something I'm very, very excited about, more so than anything else. When we switch around here, sorry, we're going back and forth around the trade show. So this is a brand new range of HTO hooligan rods. So the previous model was a very, very good seller for HTO. This model blows the other one out of the water. There are three models in the range, and basically it's purely designed for coastal work for the UK.
Yeah.
The rods, absolutely sleek. They look like a rod that should be £200–300. They are so sleek, so sharp. Lovely rings on them. Obviously braid friendly rings. The reel seats are exactly what you want. They'll hold the reel securely, but they're not too big, so you can nice and slim on your hands. But the thing I really like about these rods, Jake, is how responsive they are. So if you just give a little bend through that, these rods, they load so well, but the recovery on them is really quick.
Yeah.
And you're going, yeah, quick recovery rods, really sleek, fantastic, yeah, but it's going to be really expensive. It's not. Average price on one of these rods is 50 quid. I can't quite get my head around how you can make something look so nice.
Yeah.
For 50 quid. Have you been out, I guess, with a few prototypes of these, have you?
Yeah, and again, same as you, it's sort of mind-boggling. I mean, absolutely perfect for the fishing I do, which I do a lot of bass fishing up in Edinburgh, and also chase after pollock, and perfect sizes, perfect casting weight, and like you say, coming 4 different types with a 4-piece thrown in there as well. So
this is the 4-piece. Doesn't feel like a 4-piece rod at all. But obviously, when you've got a rod like this, you've got a lovely responsive rod that you can fish all day with. But it's a nice thing when it's 4-piece. You can leave it in the back of your boot. You can go to work on the way home. If you feel like the tides are right, and you feel like you want to just chill out or relieve some stress, you go fishing for an hour. Just leave it in the back of your car. You don't have to worry about tips poking through in the front and somebody stealing it while you're at work. You can hide it away, and it can just sit in your boot, and you can just go get that fishing fix that you need.
Yeah.
Whenever you want.
You can also stick it in your suitcase when
you can, yeah.
When you're heading away on family
if you're out anyway. That is obviously accompanied again by another braid. So this braid, I'm guessing, is a little bit more durable than the previous braid we looked on the Rockfish rods.
Yeah, just a bit more durable. It's also got the added benefit of being a no-fade braid. So for all of us braid users, you know that over time, eventually it starts to lose its colour.
Dyes the fingers.
Yeah. This doesn't do that.
Lovely colour as well.
Yeah. So great colour to be able to see where your lure is, so you can guide it around snags and just see where it's going. And it's super smooth, 8-strand, and in the perfect range of braid diameters for most of our coastal work.
Yeah. Price point on that braid, again 8-strand braid, it's a similar price point to the last one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not far off. I'll just double check. Yeah, coming in at 15 quid.
Yeah, so
for 150
premium 8-strand braid there for 15 quid. Really good shout.
And also a selection of fluorocarbon.
Matching fluorocarbons as well. Brilliant. I guess they'll be slightly stiffer, obviously, because it's the heavier fishing than the previous Rockfish. So the range is specifically designed for the type of fishing it's at. It's not just a generic fluorocarbon or a generic braid. It's designed for the fishing around bass fishing or the lighter market, the LRF fishing.
Yeah.
So, should we move on to, I think, my favourite range of lures I've seen in a while. So, let's follow on to here. So, it's not very often I pick a new rod up and think, I want to take that home. I pick up through a year, I must pick up best part of 1,000 different rods. Yeah. This, the new HTO Tempest, has got me very, very excited. When you pick it up, it's quite an expensive rod as it is anyway, but when you pick this rod up, it feels like something that's 3 or 4 times the price of what it actually is. Back end of last year, I picked up a rod from Westin, which are W10 rod, which are 800, £1,000 rods. I had to confirm with HTO whether they're coming out of the same factory as that. This rod, it has an exact feel to it. It has this perfect balance to it, and then the quick recovery and the response to the rod. It's quite difficult to describe on a video of when you pick these rods up, when you feel something so special. It just feels right. I just want to go fishing with it.
Yeah.
So I was very intrigued to how they've done this. So the new Tempest range, they run for about 200 to about £260, depending on obviously the size that you're looking at. The model we are looking at here is, based on my face, a 9'3", 7-35. It's the all-rounder. So you can fish from the shore, you can fish with metals, you can chuck a few poppers around with this.
Yeah.
You can do all your soft lures.
Yeah.
You can even feel like it's got enough backbone, so if you're fishing off the boat in 20-30 foot of water, it'll still work fine. Yeah. But I'm going to let Jake talk a little bit more about the technical specification, which makes this rod really it beats everything else at the price point by, in my eyes, the feel of it by quite some way. So over to you, Jake.
Thank you. Well, one of the main things about this rod, like Chris was saying, is that it's X-Tech. Well, for a start, let's start off. It's all full Fuji fittings, so Fuji eyes, Fuji reel seat, and it's a super crisp, responsive blank. It's 40-ton Japanese carbon, so which is already
really high quality,
already a premium blank. And it's got a rather unique feature, which is this wrap. This is X-Tech wrap, and this enables us to have a really thin-walled blank, but make it super strong. So it's, like I say, really light in the hand, super responsive. We've got rid of any extraneous whippings, so there's nothing on this to tart it up to make it look great or whatever.
Doesn't need to, does the rod selling itself? It looks fabulous, it feels fabulous.
Yeah, and we've taken away any possible sort of extra weight that can sometimes influence how a rod behaves.
Yes.
So it's basically like a sports car.
Yeah. These rods, just for fun and games with this, what we'll do is show how strong some of these rods are. Should we put a proper bend through it?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, normal fishing conditions, you'll have a fish on which is, not pulling much on that, but it's got more and more to give.
Yeah.
But then,
I'm having trouble holding on to that, by the way.
But just to try and put it in perspective on the video of how quick these tips are, if you put a little bend into it, Jake, and then just let go and watch how quick it goes straight.
Gone. It's
almost instant.
Yeah. It stops.
When you're trying to work them lures and you're out for 2-3 hours of the day, it makes all the difference. You can little twitches of your wrist puts all that effort straight into the lure, so the lure works how you want it to. Whether you're bouncing it over a feature, whether you're speeding it up, slowing it down, the action straight onto the lure. Where with rods that have a slower recovery, you've just got to put so much more effort in. It's one hell of a rod.
Accuracy as well.
Yeah.
If the rod's flapping about after you cast, you can't get as accurate cast.
Yeah. So this range is a very big range of rods. They go from ultra. Drop that braid. That's for later.
Yeah, from super ultralight.
So ultralight there, which is a 5'8" solid tip LRF rod, which I want to use and abuse this rod. I want to catch something I should do on it. Just there's nothing to it.
Yeah.
Right up to something that's very interesting is an 11-foot 20 to 80 gram rod, which
that's the fella there.
It's.
I'm not holding on to the tip of that.
No. So this rod is it's so versatile. You can not just obviously heavy duty lure fishing situations. If you're after a rod that's going to throw bigger lures over those big surfs, you know, this is quite unique. It's got a quick recovery to it, so you can still work the lures. It's not like a traditional 10-11 foot spinning rod where it'll cast a long way, but you completely lose any ability to work any lures.
Yeah.
This is going to give you that.
And it's so light as well, so your arm's not going to drop off.
Yeah.
You know, using that.
Yeah.
It's a beast.
Yeah. Quite versatile, but you could use it for other purposes, but obviously it's a spinning rod for distance.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic.
So enough about that. I think you can tell we're all quite excited about it. Then the last product we are showing today is the brand new HTO Tempest Premium Braid. So this again is an 8-strand braid, but this is a Japanese made braid, which, you know, I've used a lot of braids in my time, and this reminds me of a braid I used to use from Sunline, which was 55 quid a spool, Japanese braid. It's ultra smooth, ultra tough, knots fabulously well.
Yeah.
Obviously you're going to pay a little bit more for top of the range braid, but you know, you get the quality. They are worthwhile investments because they last so much longer than other styles of braid. I presume you've been fishing with this a little bit over the last few months.
It's addictive. And yeah, it's proper Japanese braid, and they set the marker, and that's what we've got.
So yeah, that is well worth the consideration. If you're buying premium rods and reels, there's no point in putting cheap braid on it.
No.
Stuff like that should really tick your box. So that's it for the mainstay of what I want to show you today. Thank you, Jake, for coming on video with me. I know most people don't like coming on video, but it's really handy with someone else to bounce stuff off, especially somebody with Jake's knowledge as well, because he knows, like I said before, so much more about this range. He does so much more lure fishing than I do anyway. So most of these bits are going to be in stock at Jerry's in the next sort of 6-7 weeks. Some of the items we'll probably put for pre-order, things like these Tempest rods. Some of the middle sizes, like the 9'3" there, I'm sure they're going to run out of stock very, very quickly. So we'll have pre-orders open. If you have any comments, please obviously drop us a message, pop into store, or you can just put a message in the comments. So yeah, thanks for that, and yeah, see you next time.